Good morning, dear students. Welcome to our English class. Before we start our class, let us invite God into our midst. Yes, dear students, the other day we had a discussion about the story Adventures in a Banyan Tree. In a gist, I had shared with you how the story goes. And the writer is Ruskin Bond, an Indian writer of British descent. Now I am going to read the paragraph and I will explain to you. I hope that you have turned down the difficult words and its meaning. Though the house and grounds of our home in India were grandfather's domain, the magnificent old banyan tree was mine chiefly because grandfather at the age of 65 could no longer climb it. So, though the house and grounds of our home in India were grandfather's domain means property belonging to someone, the magnificent old banyan tree was mine. The rest of the things were grandfather's, but the banyan tree was belonging to this particular boy because grandfather at the age of 65 could no longer climb it. He could not climb on the banyan tree, so this banyan tree was belonging to this particular boy who was telling that that tree is belonging to this boy. Grandmother used to tease him about this and would speak of a certain Countess of Desmond, an English woman who lived to the age of 170 and would have lived longer if she hadn't fallen by climbing an apple tree. So grandmother used to laugh at grandfather. At the age of 65, he could not climb the tree. She used to make a comparison with the Countess of Desmond, an English woman who died after climbing on an apple tree at the age of 170. She says that she could live longer if she could not climb on if she would not have climbed on the tree. The spreading branches of the banyan tree, which curved to the ground and took root again, forming a maze of arches, gave me endless pleasure. So the banyan tree, you can see in the picture how thick tree it is. So the branches were going higher and it was curved, coming back to the ground, and it has taken root again from the ground. The tree was older than the house, older than the grandfather. We know that grandfather is having the age of 65 and the banyan tree was older than the grandfather and older than the house. As old as the town of Dehra, nestling in a valley at the foot of the Himalaya. Nestling means resting. It's a verb. So nestling in a valley at the foot of the Himalayas. So it was there. My first friend and familiar was a small grey squirrel. You have seen the squirrel and the color of the squirrel was grey. Arching his back and sniffing into the air, he seemed at first to resent my invasion of his privacy. So, he was sniffing into the air. Sniffing means breathing or taking air through the nose. He seemed at first to resent. Resent means not showing so much of familiarity, my invasion of his privacy. So, at first, the squirrel was not friendly with this particular boy. But when he found that I did not arm myself with a catapult or air gun, he became friendlier. The squirrel understood that this boy was not a dangerous person or he was not harming this squirrel. So slowly squirrel became friendly with this particular boy. And when I started leaving him pieces of cake and biscuits, he grew bolder and finally became familiar enough to take food from my hands. Slowly, this boy started to give food for this squirrel and the squirrel became very friendly with the boy. You can see in the picture. Before long, he was delving into my pockets and helping himself to whatever he could find. He was a very young squirrel and his friends and relatives probably thought him headstrong and foolish for trusting a human. So he is reading the mind of the squirrel here. He says before long he was delving. Delving means going deeper or searching thoroughly into my pockets and helping himself to whatever he could find because they are already friends. He was very young squirrel and his friends and relatives probably thought, this is the thought of the squirrel, it is thought by the little boy. Maybe he is telling that the parents and the relatives of the squirrel might think that this squirrel is very foolish because the squirrel is becoming friendlier with this little boy. In the spring, when the banyan tree was full of small red figs, birds of all kinds would flock into its branches. The red-bottomed bulbul, cheerful and greedy, gossiping rosy pastures, and parrots and crows squabbling with each other all the time. So in the spring season, banyan tree was full of fruits. All types of birds used to be there, and parrots and bulbuls and all these crows, they were squabbling with each other. Squabbling means a small quarrel or a fight. During the fig season, the banyan tree was the noisiest place on the road. So it used to be very noisy because all types of birds were coming and resting there. They were coming to eat fruits and they were making lot of noise. Halfway up the tree, I had built a small platform on which I would often spend the afternoons when it wasn't too hot. So in the afternoon, when it was not so hot, halfway up the tree, I had built up a small platform. A platform which is to sit on the tree this way, on which I would often spend the afternoon when it wasn't too hot. I could sit there, propping myself up against the bole of the tree with the cushions. Bole means it is the trunk of the tree. Of the tree with the cushions taken from the drawing room. So he used to carry a cushion there. The platform is made, and on the bole, on the trunk of the tree, he used to sit and then rest. Treasure Island, Huckleberry Finn, the Mowgli stories, and the novels of Edgar Rice Burroughs and Louisa May Alcott made up my bag of very mixed reading. So all types of novels and stories, all these things were read by this boy while he was sitting on the platform which was made on the halfway on the top of the banyan tree. When I did not feel like reading, I could look down to the banyan leaves at the walls below, at grandfather hanging up or taking down the washing, at the cook quarreling with the fruit vendor, or at grandmother grumbling at the hardy Indian maid house which insisted on springing up all over his very English garden. Usually nothing very exciting happened while I was in the banyan tree. But on one particular afternoon, I had enough excitement to last me through the summer. So here, he did not have anything very special, but when he used to sit on the banyan tree, sometimes he used to look down. Then he used to see grandfather there, at grandmother hanging up or taking down, washing, and there people are very busy down. And you can see here at the cook quarreling with the fruit vendor. Who is a fruit vendor? One who comes and sells the fruits at home, and the cook used to be quarreling with that person. Or grandfather grumbling at the Indian maid house which insisted on springing. So there people are busy. So usually nothing very exciting things happen there. But on a fine day, it is said that while I was in the banyan tree, but on one particular afternoon, I had enough excitement to last me through the summer. Now students, for today I am going to stop. Let us see in the next class what exciting things happened there when the boy was sitting on the banyan tree. Till then, thank you. Bye.